If we talk about the process or the working process between the site-to-site VPN, so how they will work? They will require a one VPN gateway on this side, another VPN gateway in another side. So there is a two VPN gateway required. Maybe this VPN gateway may be the router, maybe the firewall, or maybe the only VPN gateway. It is depend. Like you have the router, you can make the connectivity. Means you can create a VPN, site-to-site VPN, and make the connectivity. Either if you have the firewall also support the VPN gateway, work as a VPN gateway, and also the specific VPN gateway can be used to make the connectivity. So here is a two VPN gateway is required to establishing the VPN link. Once the VPN link will be established, all the data will be forwarded through this tunnel. Okay, client traffic automatically tunneled between the sites. Means once the VPN connection will be established, so all the data will be go through the tunnel. Okay, there is a spoke VPNs or the hub and spoke VPNs. So what is that? Like there is a headquarter router which having the hub, and you have the two branch routers. It is called a spoke, where you can do the static configuration, because you know these links always be required to make the connectivity. So it is called permanent VPN. So permanent VPN means when your head office and branch office have the communication, so it is the permanent VPN, make the communication permanently from one branch to another branch. But there is another type of the communication required. It is called dynamic multi-point VPN. Dynamic multi-point VPN or the DMVPN. DM, dynamic multi-point. Where the different protocols are used, IPSec are used for the security. Next hop router protocol are used to transferring the data, and GRE using for the tunneling. It is the temporarily, and it will be configured automatically when required. Okay, so that is the main difference between the dynamic multi-point VPN and hub or the spoke topology. Now the question on the point is here, what the security are used at the time of the make the connectivity. So first is a internet protocol security, IPSec, we have discussed already. Another is a ESP. Keep in mind, one is a authenticator header, one is a IPSec, another is a ESP. Either we can say the authentication header, AH, another is a ESP. So ESP is a encapsulating security payload. So IPSec is not working alone. It is required two protocol. One is a AH, another is a ESP. So this is the layer 3 encryption protocol suite. Suite means where two or more protocol are used at the same time, known as a protocol suite. So here is a layer 3 encryption protocol. So already you know when the data is traveling, so here is a some type of the authentication is required. So when the authentication required, it will be authenticated with the help of the AH. AH means authentication header. So what is the authentication header? Authentication header have some value. For the example, there is a payload. Payload is a 1500 bytes. So what it will do, it will use some algorithm, means hashing algorithm, and then generate a hash value ABC, whatever the value, and it will store here and send the data. Send the data, then data reach on their destination. There the H value means again the hash value will be generated, and if the hash value is a ABC, so it will be considered like your payload is protected. Protected means payload will not be changed in between, as it is the data received, full data is received, means there is a integrity maintains, there is a no any type of the modification has been done when the data will has been transmitted. Another, it is the based on the authentication also used, but your payload always transferred in a plain text. Your payload always transferred in a plain text. Plain text means already you know your username password. If the data having the username and password will be read by the third party, means payload will not be encrypted. This was a backdoor. So this security is removed by the encapsulating security payload or the ESP. So ESP generally used for the confidentiality, authentication and the integrity. Integrity, already it is maintaining the integrity, but this data is not encrypted, that is means no confidentiality. So here this confidentiality maintained. So it is going to be encrypt the payload as well, means encrypt the payload. Now the payload is encrypted, protocol type is encrypted, and header is added for the integrity and authentication. So now the data is complete protected. Nobody can read the data when the data is transit over the network. This type of the security can be implemented in a IPv4 as well as IPv6, means both of the version of the IP use the IPSec. There is a two type of the mode. One is a open mode, another is a IKE mode. It is called IKE and IPSec. Two type of the mode are available. Mode means when the data is transmitted. So which mode will be used at the time of the transferring the data. So there is a two type of the mode. One is a internet key exchange. Internet key exchange means like there is a one PC or the one system, there is another system. The one PC want to make the communication. So first it will exchange the key. This I have the key ABC and another key is a XYZ. So they will exchange the key. Once the key will be exchanged, so there is a association will be happened. Association means the connection has been established, and when the connection will be established, then the transport will be start. So there is a two type of the communication. One IP header only encrypted. Payload is encrypted, but IP header is not encrypted. So when the IP header will not be encrypted, so data is coming from this IP address, this protocol will be identified. But payload cannot be identified, but still this means sender IP address, receiver IP address, protocol, port number can be used. So this is used for end-to-end communication over the same network. Okay, there is another type of the mode. It is called tunnel mode. Tunnel mode actually encapsulate the encrypted packet and then add the new unencrypted header. Means first it will be all the type of the data will be encrypt and then add the new header. Then when the data will reach on their destination, again the header will be removed and the data will be forwarded. So what does it means? Cannot be identify the original IP address. Only identify with this IP address. This type of the mode is used nowadays in the VPN. Like remote VPN, there is a lots of the VPN are available, Express VPN, remote VPN, and multiple VPNs are there. So these type of the VPN actually encapsulate the data, first encapsulate the packet, then use the new unencrypted header. Okay. Now this type of the traffic must pass over the intermediate VPN. Intermediate means any mediator will use the VPN. So one more thing is out of the band management. Out of the band management means how you can manage or what are the methods can be used. Okay, so there is a two types of the appliances. Appliances means devices which is used inside the network. One is a managed, another is a unmanaged. We have discussed about the switch already. There is a two types of the switch. One is a managed switch, another is a unmanaged switch. So managed, which you can manage and which you cannot manage. So if you can manage any device, so this device must have a management interface. So with the help of the management interface, whatever the interface is exist management, you can connect with your laptop or the desktop, and there you can access the remotely. So how you can access? There is a methods. With the help of these methods, you can use or you can access the device to manage that device with the help of the management interface. So when another is a console port. So console ports we have discussed already. Console ports just a type of the port we are going to be connect in another interface or the COM port and access the terminal. Another is a command line interface can be used. So how you can use the command line interface? There is a two mechanisms. One, you need to enable the VTY, virtual terminal. So virtual terminal may be the telnet or it may be accessed with the help of the SSH. You need to enable first virtual terminal on the device. And virtual terminal, you will have to provide the username and password or any other mechanism for the authentication which is used by the SSH. Another is a auxiliary port which is having the dial-up links. So with the help of this link you can connect. Either you can connect over the IP network, where is two services can be used when one is a wave interface. Wave interface running over the HTTP or the HTTPS. HTTPS always the secure, HTTP is non-secure. Another is a virtual terminal, VTY we have discussed, telnet or the SSH to accessing the CLI. Okay. So when you are entering inside the local area network, and if you are managing the network or the out of the managing the network of the remote system. For the example, there is your office, branch office in a Delhi, where you have the 10 routers and there is a person who are not available on the time or somewhere else. So you are sitting in another location and you are accessing these devices remotely and make the changes inside the configuration will known as a out of band management network. Okay, so we have discussed remote network access, authentication and authorization, tunneling, encapsulation, client to site, virtual private network, remote host access, desktop gateway, site to site virtual private network, hub and spoke VPNs and VPN headends, internet protocol security, IPSec, IKE, IPSec modes, and then